when an award-winning film no longer exists for consumption by anybody, anywhere, something has gone wrong. When one of those films stars Helena Bonham Carter and was broadcast on the BBC, it's very upsetting. I actually first discussed the early life of Beatrix Potter on this channel in, I believe, 2016, back when I interviewed the director of the film, Mike Healy. He gave me this fantastic interview. I will link that in the description if you wish to check it out. It goes into a lot of detail about the film. And I just wanted to take a minute to talk about the film and its achievements, and I guess share some of the information that I learned through the interview. I will also say I do actually have, I've seen, I think, around 15 minutes of clips of Helena Bonham Carter performing as Beatrix Potter in this film. Unfortunately, obviously, I'm not allowed to show this due to copyright. I believe the copyright's still with the BBC, but obviously it doesn't exist. I don't know when it was last screened. It was originally released in 1991, and in 1992 it won gold at the New York TV Festival. It is a TV movie, very well received, did very well. Why has it disappeared? Well, I don't know. And does anybody know? Maybe not. Maybe the tape was overwritten, maybe it's still in the archives and they've just never bothered with it, but I feel like that's unlikely since it's a Helena Bonham Carter film. And I mean, yes, she was notable in 1991, 1992, but especially now, this kind of thing, if released on DVD, would sell very well. Plus, it's about Beatrix Potter, and there are times when Beatrix Potter is very fashionable, namely when there's a new film about her released or something. And if this were released or re-released now, I think it would do well. So I will, as I said, link the interview below. There are some images from the film there, and it looks amazing. It looks quaint from the 15 or so minutes that I've seen. It's a very gentle film, well shot, well produced, obviously well acted. A fun story that I learned is that Helena actually convinced Mike Healy to allow her to play Beatrix from the ages of 10 up till 30, because I believe originally there was going to be a separate child actor playing Beatrix aged 10 or thereabouts. But Helena was able to convince Mike that actually she could play Beatrix from ages 10 to 30. She does it remarkably well, and I think that's a great thing. Helena's always been quite youthful. Certainly when she was younger, she looked younger than she actually was. It works very well. There's a lovely bunch of wildlife in this. It was filmed in Comrie and in Scotland, and Helena used to walk around this rabbit called, the rabbit who was playing Benjamin Bunny, on a lead around Comrie. There's a lovely picture of that. There's a funny moment in the interview, which I won't spoil, but it involves a mouse and its fate at the hands of Helena Bonham Carter, which is exceptionally entertaining. It's such a beautiful film. From again, I've only seen 15 minutes. I can't exactly say that the narrative progresses well or that it's 100% factually accurate or anything like that, because I haven't seen enough of it, and that's the problem. That is the issue here. I can't comment on more than that kind of 15-minute chunk, but I can say that those 15 minutes are absolutely beautiful, and I desperately want to see the rest of it. So if by any miracle somebody who works in the archives at BBC is listening to me rant on about this, please look into it. Not just because I'm desperate to see the rest of it, but because people put time and effort into making this, and money as well, let's not forget that. A lot of time and effort into, I think it said 6 weeks of filming. I obviously don't know how much money it cost, but a lot of time and effort and money went into this. A lot of people put their hard work into it. It's only fair that it's released for public consumption, or at least available to purchase somewhere or reshown on television. Screen it again. If the ratings do well, which it will, maybe release it for home entertainment. I don't know, but I feel like, or sell the rights back. If BBC don't want it anymore, or if the rights are now with the original production company. Again, I'm not sure. Whoever has the rights, if you don't want the rights, sell the rights. If there are no buyers, I will give you my savings and own the rights to it. I haven't got that much, but it's better than nothing, surely. From what I have seen, The Early Life of Beatrix Potter is a delightful film, TV film. It did well, as I said. It's award-winning. It's Helena Bonham Carter playing one character over a 20-year stretch. It's beautiful to watch. And I just can't believe it doesn't exist for full consumption. If you know anything else about it, its current copyright, who has any of the existing copies, praying that none of it's been overwritten, which is not impossible, especially kind of pre-digital age. I know obviously in the early 90s, digital media was becoming a lot more, well, it was developing quite quickly, but obviously not to the height that it is now. So it could exist somewhere. It could have just got lost. It could have been overwritten. It may not exist out there in its entirety, which would be awful. But I do have 15 minutes of it, which is something, I guess. I am grateful for that. I'm exceptionally grateful for McKail sending me the kind of 15 minutes of Helena in this. If you get a chance to see it ever, please see it. Just because it's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, evidently. But I have a lot of praise for what I've seen. I'd love to see it all. If anybody knows anything else about it, please let me know. Do check out that interview with McKail. It's good fun. Lovely little film. Must see more of it. My fingers are very tightly crossed.